We are going to look at another example of solving a system of equations using the elimination method. When we use elimination, remember we're going to either add or subtract our equations together. If we have opposite coefficients, the coefficient is the number in front of the variable, so 3, 2, -4, 2. If we have opposites, we're going to add the equations together. If they are the same, we subtract the equations. So looking at this system, the x variable, y variable, equal sign, and constants are all in line, which means I can use elimination. But when we look at the coefficients of x, neither 3 or 2 are the same or opposite numbers. -4 and 2 are neither the same nor opposite numbers. So in order to use elimination, what I'm going to have to do is make my equations have same or opposites. So I can multiply the entire equation by a number that would allow me to do so. So looking at the second equation, looking at y, the coefficient here is 2. The coefficient of the other equation is -4. So what I could do is multiply this entire second equation by the number 2, and that would result then in a 4y. So then I would have a -4y, a positive 4y. Those would be opposites, which means I would add my equations together. If I wanted to subtract, I could make these be the same numbers by multiplying by a -2. Then that would result in a -4y, and then I could subtract. It's much easier to add, so that's what I'm going to do. So first I'm just going to rewrite that first equation because we are not changing that at all. And then the second equation, multiplying everything by 2, we have 4x. 2 times 2y would be plus 4y equals 2 times 5, 10. So make sure you multiply all parts of the equation by that number 2. Okay, so now I have, looking at my equations, my y's, they are opposites, so opposites mean I add my equations together. So 3x plus 4x is 7x, -4y plus y, that cancels, equals 7 plus 10 is 17. Solving for x, we divide both sides by 7. So 17 divided by 7 is a long decimal, so we are going to approximate this, rounding to the nearest hundredth, 2.43. Now, since I rounded this, at the end when I check my answer, it's not going to, when I plug it in for x, and then also when I get my y, it's not going to be exactly 7, it's going to be very close to it, and that's because I rounded down here. So now that we have that x equals 2.43, what I can do then is take that x value and I can plug it into either of my starting equations for x and then solve for y. I'm going to choose the second equation. 2 times 2.43 plus 2y equals 5. And I'll solve this equation for y. So 2 times 2.43 gives me 4.86 plus 2y equals 5. Subtract 2y equals 0.14. Divide both sides by 2, so y equals 0.07. Now at the end, 0.14 divided by 2 is exactly 0.07. However, this number up here was rounded, so that makes this also an estimated y value. So again, when we plug x and y into our equations, to check, we're going to get about 7 and about 5. And it does work out when you check it, writing our final solution as an ordered pair. 7.